Hey, this is Matt. I'm going to review the HP ENVY 15t-j000 quad TouchSmart laptop. I'm not a laptop reviewer. This isn't something I do for fun. I'm a consumer and I bought this and I'm basically doing a review of it so that people can be warned before they buy it. So I think you already know where this is headed, but let me just give you some quick stats on it. It's a 4th gen i7 4700 MQ processor. It runs at 2.4 gigahertz. It's pretty good. I mean, it's fast. It's the highest end processor I could get put in it. It's got a GT740M NVIDIA 2 gigabyte graphics card, which is amazing. It's got one stick of 8 gigabyte DDR3 RAM, so that I could put another 8 gig stick in there easy. You had to pay $10 more to get a single DIMM versus 2 4s, so totally worth it. Let's talk about the outside design pretty quickly. Overall, aesthetically, it's a pretty nice design. It's got some neat, I really like this back angle cut. I like that the laptop slims towards the front. It's got a really slim front profile. It gives just a little bit of a tilt, as you can see. You know, it's about 3 times as thick in the back as it is in the front, which actually is nice when it's sitting on a flat surface and you're typing on it. I kind of like that little angle that you get. It's got some quality parts to it. It has nice little tiny light indicators. This is for the power. You saw this is the power, the on display. It's in sleep mode right now. It's got a little hard drive. Those kind of things are nice. This one is for the power input. It's got a nice, you can take the battery out pretty easy. It's got a nice big panel you can take off to get to the hard drive and memory. The bottom is plastic, but I'm okay with that. I've never been obviously I would like my laptop to be all aluminum, but I'm not going to pay $2,500 to get a MacBook Pro in order for that to happen. Hopefully someday PC makers will make all aluminum computers, but maybe not. The main problem with this laptop is its build quality overall, and one of the things is this right here. This isn't aluminum. I don't know if you can hear that, but that is the sound of cheap ABS plastic. It's painted to look aluminum, and it looks a lot like this, which I believe is aluminum, but it's not. And one of the important things about that is that this can happen. That is my finger pressing on the back of this lid. That is how flimsy and cheap this plastic lid is. If I wanted to, I could just break this in half with one hand. Glass and everything. I've got kids, and one of my kids almost leaned on this computer with the lid closed the other day, and I quickly saw the future of this laptop, which is it will break. Someone will break the glass in this because the lid's not strong. I've been buying HP computers for years, and every one of them has had either a really hard plastic cover for the screen or an aluminum top. I think the last 3 of them have had aluminum for the top. This laptop cost $1,000, and that's what they gave me. I'm beyond words at the, you can't look at this thing online and get a good feel for it, right? They don't sell these in stores. I had this custom built. If there was an option for use the cheap shitty plastic, I wouldn't have checked that box. But that's just one problem. The other problem, and I'm going to see if I can show you here, is that all of that light is the LEDs underneath the keys. You can only really get a good, there you go. If you look straight down at them, it's not too bad, the light leak around the keys. But pretty much any other angle, you're seeing more light under the key than you are lit up letters. A backlit keyboard is something I chose. It was an extra feature, as was the touch screen. Now, I will say one thing about the touch screen. Glossy is bad, and I'll tell you why right there. That's my window. How about these windows? Yeah, look at that. You all know that happens. Matte screens are just better. I think that they might be doing glossy screens for touch because of the reduced friction of your fingertip on the screen. It just makes the screen get dirty faster. So I don't understand the choice there. But that's what everybody who's doing touchscreen does. I'm just going to throw it out there. Use matte screens. They're better in every way. Stop using glossy screens. Every computer manufacturer, just stop. That's my plea to you right now. The main problem with the keyboard, though, besides the lights, which I'm not a huge fan of the way the lights work, is keyboard flex. And it's going to be hard to show this without holding it, but and I think you can see that pretty well. And you may say to yourself, right, but you're on a soft surface. I'm on an ottoman shooting this. No, that flex is just the keyboard. And it is hard to tell just in this camera angle, but it's really bad. It's really bad. It's just cheap. And whoever uses your computer and starts typing will go, "Oh my God," because it's just spongy and rolls, and all the keys move when you're pushing them. You know, this whole middle plate is just soft and bad. The keys are bad. They're made out of some kind of cheapy feel plastic, and with the chiclet style like this, it feels like a strong wind would just come by and blow them away, like they'd just be gone. They feel bad, and they should feel bad because they are bad. But the main problem with this computer, and you can see it right now, you just haven't noticed it yet, is the screen. I bought an upgrade to the 1920 by 1080 screen, and the resolution is great. The video card, as I told you earlier, is really good. Unfortunately, the viewing angle on the screen is garbage. What you're looking at right now is a fair representation because the camera has pretty much one viewpoint. This background image is a solid color. So the blue down here is the blue up here, but you can't see it that way because of the viewing angle. If I start to change this, the blue straightens itself out. but that's how the display looks to you all the time. See, it looks good to you right now because the camera is at a different height than my eyes. I'm a little taller than the camera right now. To me, the whole screen is now washed out white. So it looks about like that to me now. The viewing angle is so bad. And oddly enough, the little two hinges here, which a lot of people have complained about the two hinges because of the touchscreen. They think it needs to be a stronger hinge. It's fine. It's not flimsy. I don't know what that's about. I don't know who's punching their screen and needs a stronger hinge. Problem with the hinge is that's as far back as that lid goes. It won't go back any farther than that. And with the viewing angle of this monitor being so bad, you literally have to do this a lot. You have to lift the computer up because to see things at the bottom of the screen sometimes, like light gray text, which just gets washed out, you have to tilt it backwards. I'm going to try and demonstrate some more color shifting with this one. With this screen, it's a little bit harder for the camera to pick up. But do you see how that customize and buy button is changing color right before your eyes? It's going from red to orange. Yeah, it's not supposed to be orange. That reddish color about right there is what the color of it should be. But depending on where it is on the screen, it looks orange. Looks kind of red there. Hey, look, now it's orange. It's just amazing. I paid $1,000 for this laptop, which by MacBook standards is not that much, but to me $1,000 is a lot. This was the absolutely best 15-inch touchscreen with a quad-core processor that I could find. It was also the cheapest. Unfortunately, that cheapness came at the cost of cheapness. I'm sending this back to HP. They do have an excellent return policy, but this screen alone, with its really bad viewing angle, is enough for me to tell you to avoid buying this computer. You might look at this and think, well, it's okay, it's acceptable. It's not. The camera can't do it the fair justice it should. I'm looking at it right now and I'm getting mad because you can't use a laptop like that. It's 2 feet from my face and I can't see things at the bottom of the screen the way I can see things at the top of the screen. Black is also a huge problem for this laptop. I will attempt to show you that, but yeah, it's just going to give my reflection. But that kind of, this rainbowy effect that you see right here, yeah, that's what you see on pretty much every solid black image. It will shift on you if there's actually blue fade up here that has already fallen off that you can't see. There you go. Now you can kind of see it if I tilt it hard enough. Again, that's a problem with the screen and its viewing angle. The one last thing I'll point out is that this mouse pad is pretty squishy. I like the one click that you can do now. Anywhere you can click and drag. I really like that. But the top of the mouse pad is impossible to push down. Up here, like that. I'm pushing really hard to click up there. Down here it's really squishy. So obviously it's hinged up here and they're doing nothing down here. And since this is a PC, there's a left click and a right click, which are down here, and the right click is the worst because it's it just doesn't have a good, and I've had other HP laptops with really excellent trackpads that had a better tactile feel to them. This is just painted plastic, but it's not a huge deal. But the click is very squishy. I don't want it to be harder to push. I just don't want it to be as mushy. It's not a click, I guess is what I'm getting at. It's not like click click, it's more like mush mush. Anyway, that's my review. I would avoid this laptop. I would go with a Samsung ATIV Book 8, which is what I'm basically going to buy after I return this. It doesn't have as good a video card. It doesn't have an easy way to take the battery off. It's got some bad things about it, but the screen on it is amazing, and honestly, it is the only other powerful quad-core touchscreen laptop in 15-inch that you can get. It was either this one, which I custom built, or that one. And this one's screen is just so bad that I just can't keep it, which is a shame. It's a really high-end, well-spec'd machine. I can't do it. The screen is 90% of what you do with a computer. 10%, I guess, being the keyboard, which I showed you before, is also awful. So, you know, between the interaction with the screen and the interaction with the keyboard, I have no interest in keeping this laptop. I've had it for a week. I've tried, I really have, and I just can't do it. I just can't. So, that's my review. I hope it helps some people make some decisions about what they want to get. Thanks.